Oh dear, sorry about that. I was gone there. That's the Philadelphia story. Philadelphia. What is that called? Hold on a second. I'm completely gone. Oh, it's Sailing to Philadelphia. That's by Mark Knopfler. That's it. Right. I was over getting some email messages. Pardon?
I never saw you move as fast.
May seem funny to you, but after all, it's. I wasn't here when that.
There's a man on one that might help you. If you
Yes?
the man there in one will pull you out of this wee hole.
Just a sec. I'm not in a hole.
Yes.
You're
flustered.
I had to run too fast. I ran too fast. Hello, good morning.
You have more holidays than the Queen. When's the last time you done a full week?
It was August, I think.
I think it was.
I'll be here all week this week.
You're joking.
I will. It's important for me to make sure that the listeners know where they stand.
I don't know how you got away with it. There's you and Big Dunseith, and you have more holidays in a year than anybody has in 5.
This is because people assume we're on holiday, but we're not on holiday at all. We're performing different duties.
See, you were away down south last week.
I was, yes.
And I bet you were bending your elbow.
The elbows were bent, yes. But you see, the point is that, it's like being in the army, if I may say that. We're serving in different regions. You see, it's different because, you can't expect a man to stay at his last in the same room at all times. The world beckons and calls him out. And he has to go where the world beckons him to go. It's
but sure, those other fellas have to stay at their desk the whole time.
And that's because nobody wants them. See, we're in great demand.
When's this show on that you were doing down south?
I was doing a number of shows. I'm not at liberty to talk about anything that's coming up. I'm only talking about my own particular programme today. Why, what's wrong with you?
But you're doing... When's this show coming up about the Quiet Man?
Oh, dear. I don't know when that is. I'll let the people know.
You're a laugh. You go away and do these things, and then you don't know when they're being broadcast.
I don't. I know they're going to be done sometime. I had a very interesting weekend last weekend, and indeed the weekend before that, and indeed the weekend before that. It's very difficult for me because I tend to wither when I go away.
When's the boat sailing down to Culmore?
I don't know. Let me just check. When's the dragon boats coming?
I think it's on the 20th.
What?
I think it's on the 20th.
So soon?
I think so. It's quite soon.
It'll be very cold.
20th of what?
It's a Saturday. Would Saturday be the 20th?
I do believe
The
it.
20th of what?
Of this month, James.
Don't be shouting at him. Don't shout at him.
Of October.
20th of October?
Yes.
I don't think that's a Friday.
It's a Saturday. Saturday morning, is it? The 20th of October.
No, I
Saturday.
think it's... No,
it is.
It's not.
It's
2021.
It is.
You're right.
It's Saturday week.
That's very early. It's going to be very cold, that.
But sure, that thing's not being on until the 3rd Friday in November.
Is there going to be life jackets?
Yeah.
All right, then.
But sure, you don't need any, and you can hang on to Hugo.
When's Children in Need?
The 16th.
Thank you.
We didn't know that.
You're a gay. You didn't know it, and you work for a company.
We didn't know that. We thought it was a 20-something, didn't we?
What sort of people are you?
We don't know what sort of people we are. Is it the 16th?
16th.
Really?
It's the 16th.
We didn't know that. We thought it was the 23rd.
Do you never listen to the... Do you never got circulars?
No, we don't get circulars. No. We get memos, but they're different. They keep
In the
telling us.
name of heavens, what are you doing up there?
We just get
Is there no
memos.
secretaries or nothing?
No, they don't know anything. We just get memos telling us not to spend money.
A man will be on soon to tell us all about Children in Need.
We'll get a man on.
Hendy will be on.
Hey, Hendy.
Hendy
will be on, yeah. He
You know
knows
Henry, the
everything.
man, the bald man.
That's because Kilty's over there. I have to give him something to keep him occupied.
Keep him occupied, or else he'd have to sign on the dole. That would look bad.
That's right.
No, he'll be on to tell us all about the dragon boats and all various other things that we'll be taking part in.
Yes. He's good at...
There's other things too, isn't there?
Yes.
But we're not going to talk about those because we don't know anything about anything. What do
maybe
you want
tell
anyway?
the people what you might be doing.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
You might be doing
No,
something.
I'm not going to say anything.
You're the most other person that I ever met in my life.
I've got so many irons in the fire that's hard to juggle them all.
And
without burning
you
your
don't
fingers.
know which one to pull out first.
That's the girls. Yeah, I've always
Right.
said that.
That's enough.
You might be doing...
No, stop it. Don't be giving away. Stop it.
Tell the people what you might be doing.
No,
The
I'm
people
not
will
ready
want
to tell them.
People will want to see you do
No,
it.
because they may get somebody else.
No, they might.
They will.
Come on, let us into the
I'm not
secret.
saying anything.
I'll tell you what it is, James.
Stop it.
I'll let you into the secret.
Stop it. Tell them after. Don't be telling the public until we're ready.
Let us into the secret for heaven's sake.
Do you not have any research? Do you have no research to do?
Hendy will tell you.
Hendy will tell you when he comes on.
When's he coming on?
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
When's he coming on? Tomorrow, maybe. We don't know.
Maybe. Bye-bye.
We don't know. It's hard. We haven't got our running order finalised yet for tomorrow.
Boy, you have some running order there, I'm telling you.
Did you not get some research to
No,
do?
you never give me anything to do.
Why am I not giving you anything to do?
Because it costs too much.
Because
Why didn't you invite James on the boat?
I'm not here. Would you like to go on the boat, James?
Oh, I couldn't go on a Saturday, Jay. And I can't swim anyway.
Neither can I. It's not stopping me. I'll get down like a stone.
If the boat goes down, we'll both go down.
Do you remember Dirty Dick? No, Dopey Dick. Do you remember Dopey Dick?
Yeah.
Remember the killer whale that came up the foil once? If it hears Hugo's there, it'll be up again. For lunch. You couldn't talk about a snack. Hey, that'll keep you going for 6
Hugo
months.
would be too much for him.
I don't know. It's hard to swallow that.
Oh, you had the nail in the head there.
Anyway, listen, I don't know what. We'll have to get you some role to play, though. It's hard. You know, I suppose maybe perhaps as the years go by, you feel as if we have neglected you in some way.
Is it a Chinese boat?
It is the Chinese dragon boat.
Right.
I've been on one of those before.
Where?
Outside. What do you call that pub in Belfast all the nice girls go to? The one beside the river.
I don't know. I don't know any pubs in Belfast.
You do, of course you do.
I only know...
The one that all the nice girls go to.
Is that the Cotter's Wharf?
Yes, that's the one. Down beside, there's a river down there, isn't there? It's called the Lagan. Yeah.
Remember you there?
I was on a dragon boat on the Lagan, and I pounded the drum, and I was terrified.
Did you go into the boat club?
Yes.
Did you play tennis?
No, I was looking at all the girls that were standing around the bar. Oh, that's a different place.
I know that.
No, it's a different place. That's not Cutter's Wharf.
I know
that's
that,
the boat
I
club.
know.
Where
Boat
they play
club has no boats.
No, the boat club, that's where they play tennis.
That's right.
And they have no boats, there's no water.
Walter used to go there, and spin records.
Walter used to do many things that people don't talk about anymore. The boat club is the greatest place I've ever been. There's no water around anywhere near it.
Only when it rains.
Exactly. We'll be down in the Cutter's Wharf. I was on the thing about being on a dragon boat, you have to sit up in a kind of a stool at the end of it, the prow, I think it's called. And you sit up there and you beat a drum. And the only thing is, when all these rowers are all pulling...
and are you shouting in out?
I'm shouting, in out.
Right.
I'll shake it all about. And the only thing is, there's a jerk.
Yes.
I don't know his name. No, but when they all row at the one time, the boat jerks. And you can fall off your stool.
And fall into the water.
I was very, very terrified. I was very afraid. Just when he thought it was safe to go back into the water, a Chinese dragon boat comes.
But
so
there must be life belts on it.
No, there's not. But if I'm terrified, imagine what Hugo's going to be like. If Hugo goes in the water, that's it.
But he's on a different boat from you.
I know, but they're all the same. In other words, if he goes over, he'll never be seen again.
Is this going to be a race between you two?
Apparently so.
And what's the winner get?
Probably abuse. That's what anyone ever gets in the BBC if you win. No, we get the satisfaction of knowing we took part in a competition that was for raising money for charity. Of course it was.
Yes.
Obviously the idea is not who wins that matters; it's who takes part.
And this is the only one that this is the only charity work that you do that you don't expect remuneration for.
It is indeed the only one that I refuse to accept money for. Although I'd need expenses, of course. May I just say this to you, that let me be serious for a moment, that a man will come on and talk about that in maybe tomorrow, maybe some other day, and we really want people to man the boats. We need people to man them, because me and Hugo can't row the boats alone. We need men, and we're depending on the people, the very kind people from the fire service here in Derry Stoke Londonderry who have done sterling work in the past, and other people from various organisations around the northwest and indeed further afield. I mean, who would not give money to be on a boat with Hugo? Watch Hugo drowned.
Well, tell me this. You see going up the foil.
Yes.
Is there a towpath where you could put a horse on and maybe throw a rope around it and tug the boat?
I hesitate to say, to the best of my knowledge, there are no towpaths on the foil. The foil is one hell of a big river.
I know that.
And
but
once
I was
you get
just
out there,
wondering if you were at the edge of it, like.
And once you get out there, it's every man for himself.
Well, man, if a sudden breeze comes up, you'll be in trouble.
If the cormorants and the killer whales don't get you, the seals will.
Many seals is on it.
I see seals there all the time.
Do you?
Yes, I live on the banks of the River Foyle.
I used to see them in our glass.
Wonderful sight. Sometimes in the mornings I feel myself communing with nature. Sometimes I take my small hairy quadruped out for a walk, a dog to you. I go out for a walk in the morning, and sometimes I stand by the river bank. And the other day I was just standing there and I saw this little head appearing out of the water.
Right.
And the seal, for that's what it was, It looked at me, and for a moment it locked eyes, and I communicated, and I realised that I liked fish too.
Oh, so do I, Joy.
That's what we had in common.
And I had whiskers.
It had great whiskers, yes. It reminded me of Salvador Dali.
That's brilliant. You must be next to nature up there.
Yes, and the cormorants swipping, and the cranes dipping, and the seals lurping, and the whales chomping.
Did you hear this morning that there was a Baltimore Oriole found down in Cork?
I didn't hear that. No, I missed
it. It's on
that.
the radio this morning.
Is that a football player?
First one in about 20-odd years.
Is it an American football player?
Yes, they come from Baltimore.
A Baltimore Oriole?
It was blowing on the wind. Normally they go down south to Mexico and around that area, but it was blown off course and it landed in Cork.
Well, that's the answer, my friend, isn't it?
And the fella was absolutely over the moon about seeing it.
Sick as a parrot.
Aye.
Right, so it's not often you see a Baltimore Oriole. Well, there's a Baltimore in Cork as well.
That's right.
That's right. The city of Baltimore in America was named after a village in Cork called Baltimore.
That's correct.
You didn't think I knew that, did you?
Oh, good morning, Jai.
All right. Sure.
You're up to date.
Listen, we'll talk to you later. I want to see you on that boat.
Oh, I don't know, Jai, whether I can make it or not.
Well, we'll talk about it to the organisers. I mean, we may be able to we should just send the money. You don't have to go in the boat.
That's all right. Certainly, I'll send it through you.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you very much,
Take
James.
care, Jai.
I'll talk to you
Jai,
soon.
before you go,
would
you say to a friend of mine, George Rice, he's not too well at the minute,
yes,
but I would send him my best regards and hope that he improves soon.
You mentioned him before.
He's having a difficult time at the moment.
Okay, George Rice, if you're listening, keep your chin up. All right?
Good luck, Jai.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.